Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chain Crew podcast. We just got wrapped up with NFL Week 3, so we're going to be going over it. We're going to be doing some other stuff. It's Dom, Carter, Schmigs, as always, your three favorite people, I guess. I don't really know what to say past that, but we're going to be reviewing Week 3, going over surprise performances, some elite or not on a certain player, and bringing up a new announcement later on in the episode. So whoever wants to kick it off, Carter, I believe you have our hot takes that we'll be talking about soon. Before that, review of NFL Week 3. I personally was very upset by the game last night, I will say.
Oh,
really?
What do you guys
yeah,
think?
that was a weird game
Monday
to
Night
me.
Football.
Yeah,
I was impressed by the Lions, and I'm shocked Derrick Henry keeps fumbling. That's very weird.
Exactly. It's tough to see. Well, because Lamar's just having an insane season once again, but they're 1-2.
Yes.
It's wild, dude.
I thought the same thing. I was like, how are the Ravens 1-2 right now? This is crazy.
He's on pace for like 4,000 yards and 51 touchdowns right now, and they have a losing record. Like, it's outrageous.
Yeah.
He hasn't thrown a pick. I mean, yeah, it's wild.
Dude, this was the weekend of special teams and defensive touchdowns. We had so many different blocked punts, blocked kicks. We had punt return touchdowns.
Yep.
That was crazy. The
NFL
Eagles
Red
game
Zone was wild after watching the Patriots game, because the Patriots game wrapped up, and then I went on to NFL Red Zone, and I see like 4 blocked kicks in like 5 minutes.
Yes.
It was wild,
Yes.
dude. It was so sick.
and
man.
all critical too. It wasn't like random. It was like game winners getting blocked
the
in return.
Eagles one was huge.
Yes.
Oh my
The
God,
Browns.
outrageous.
Browns
Just
and
outrageous.
Packers. I love
And then obviously
that.
the Vikings had their cornerback Isaiah Rodgers, who is related to Antonio Cromartie and DRC, by the way, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, two of my favorite corners ever. He
didn't know
had
that.
the highest graded PFF game of all time, which is just crazy.
Yeah,
He
that
was
crazy.
nuts. He was nuts.
Yeah, it was
Made a
nuts.
huge
Obviously, it was a lot of like luck, like a tipped pick and all that stuff, but just
right.
outrageous. Just
He's
one of the
fast.
craziest games I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Well,
It was nuts.
that was fun.
that strip on the fumble was crazy because in real time I thought he just got ran over, and then
Yeah.
suddenly he's running it back for a touchdown. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was-
Unbelievable.
It was a fun time. I was messaging. We were, in my fantasy football league with Schmigs. We were watching the Vikings game. The Vikings were destroying the Bengals, and then the Seahawks just destroyed the Saints. And we were like, "Oh, yay! Our
Yeah.
two favorite teams."
And the
just
Patriots
destroying-
destroyed the Steelers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, before
Ramondre
we jump onto
Stevenson
that,
destroyed my soul is what actually happened. So
oh,
Yeah.
dude.
and Antonio Gibson,
I want-
both of them.
Mm. Well,
I
go ahead,
wanted to
Schmitz.
really quickly before we move on the blocked field goals. Talking about that too, I want to give a highlight to Jordan Davis. I called him a certified run stuffer last episode. What I didn't realize is that he's officially
He's
the
a
fastest
certified field
300
goal
plus
blocker.
man.
Yeah, he's a demon.
well, certified wheels.
Dude.
That's the fastest the 300-pound man has ever moved in the NFL. So
He was running
I-
like 19 and a half miles an hour or something.
something up there. Faster
Ridiculous.
than I think I could get to. Honestly, that'd be pretty scary to see that guy come after you.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I will ask is, how do you guys feel about your teams going into week 4?
I
I'm
feel
a Pats
decent.
fan. Carter's obviously a Vikings fan, and the Schmeeks is a Seahawks fan, as we hear 5 times an episode.
Yes.
But
The defense looked really good.
That
I thought the
actively
defense
worked
was going to look good, but
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. I'm a little nervous. I think we can beat the Steelers, but I don't know. The offensive line looked better with Darisaw back. Jordan Mason looked good. Carson Wentz was fine, but the defense looked amazing. So I feel all right. I definitely feel better than I did after the first 2 weeks.
I don't blame you.
But we'll see. The Steelers look decent. They don't look amazing, but they look decent. So I think it'll be a good game in Ireland.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, my team, they really upset me. The offense looked really nice, but they just kept shooting themselves in the foot with the fumbles and everything. Like, I think, the fact they kept it close while losing the turnover battle 1-5, I think I don't know if I think it's more of a testament to how like mid the Steelers are personally, because like But I think the Patriots, the fact that they were that close, they should have won that game by probably 2 scores if they don't fumble that many times. So I can't be too upset, but Drake May looks really good. I'm like, there's some QBs I'm like nervous every time they go out there because I'm scared of what's going to happen but with Drake May, I'm calm the whole time. I'm just excited to see him play. So I think we got our franchise QB. I'm very excited to watch the team going forward. I'm not like, I was pissed obviously during the game, but what can you do? As long as my QB's playing well, I have hope in the future. That's all there really is.
I like that because I think something about Drake May that stood out to me is he just seems calm, you know. And I think that when you talk about like it's nice to see a guy like that's kind of such a fun intangible in the quarterback when your guy's calm when people are rushing all over him.
He looks a lot better than he did last year. He looks really improved, and like this was only the 14th start of his career. Like he's not far in. He hasn't even played a full season of games yet, and he looks drastically better than he did last year. And last year he had really, really great flashes as well. So I think he's on the path to being a really, really good QB, and I'm super excited to see how it goes. They just need to get some weapons around him because running backs aren't looking great. Wide receivers are looking okay. I think Stephon Diggs, once he gets back from his injury more and more each week, he keeps having limited snap counts. Once he's actually back, I think he'll look good. But, just got to keep going at it. They play the Panthers next week, so hopefully it's a bounce-back game.
Yeah.
I got a dumb question for a Pats fan to explain to me. And I know that there's other stuff like run blocking and things that rookies typically don't do well at the running back position. Why is Ramondre continuing to dominate the snap count over your second round pick?
From what I've seen, anytime Trayvon's on the field, he's obviously really explosive, but I feel like he's like really jittery where like he wants to like just go instead of following the blocks and everything and letting the play set up.
Gotcha.
Because I think it's just like a rookie thing, honestly. Like a lot of the rookie running backs have done stuff like that because they're probably just nervous that they're going out there. Like Marion Hampton finally had a really good game. Cam Scattaboo last night also had a solid game. Ashton Genty keeps looking really good, but he keeps getting blown up in the backfield. Like, did you guys see the stat that Ashton Genty, he has 144 rushing yards and 145 after contact.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy. Like people want to say he's not doing good. He's doing insane.
It's the O-line.
He just doesn't have a good O-line.
Yeah, 1,000%. Well, and what's tough for him is they play against amazing defenses. Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers all have great defenses right now.
They really do. Big time.
Fair.
How do you feel about the Seahawks?
I think Trayvon will keep getting put into the offense. The thing I'm interested in is Kyle Williams. He's our third round pick receiver. He has like 2 catches this year. He's barely getting any snaps, and like Douglas pretty much ended the game for us the other day because he caught the ball and instead of just going forwards for the first down, he tries going and juking around a guy and then going back. It was really bad. So I'm hoping they start putting the receivers out there for sure.
I want to see him too.
Kenneth Walker's looking good for your team, Schmeeks.
Kenneth, and then I got kind of 2 things. I was gonna say to the Vikings too. I didn't say this. I think the Vikings look phenomenal. I think your only issue is that you're in a division with the Lions and the Packers right now. Just because you need to be a different tier of good to take the North at this point. Walker looked good. To be frank, he had 2.6 yards per carry, but that was because they didn't even really need to use him. Sam Darnold had unreal efficiency. It's hard to tell on this game because it was a game where we constantly had good field position. I will say the 2 takeaways I have besides Kenneth Walker looks good. Talking about rookie wide receivers, I think Torrey Horton is very real at this point. He was the 5th round pick, 3 games, 3 touchdowns. And his touchdowns are just he has great hands, he's fast, he's getting separation. I do not think we cut Marquez Valdes-Scantling if they didn't look at Torrey Horton and go, geez, yeah, this guy's real. And they're definitely getting him involved and he's making splash plays. I also think on that wide receiver note, my other takeaway, I think JSN, I always was thinking like, wow, this guy is going to be, a good wide receiver. He's going to be like Lockett. He's going to be like Metcalf. I'm at a point now where I'm looking at JSN like he might be the true alpha for the foreseeable future in this offense. He has, I
Oh
think, a
yeah.
ridiculous 44% of our targets. He cannot stop getting open. He cannot stop making big splash plays for us. Um, and it's weird because again, it's like when I remember last year watching him with Metcalf, he didn't pop out to me with anything. He's not super big. He's not super fast. He's, but he's just always open. And,
Yep.
I mean, when I'm watching him
Those are the most
score, it's
important
hard to-
receivers. If they can get
Yeah,
open,
so-
that's all that matters, honestly.
He reminds me of Amon-Ra
Yeah.
for the Lions.
Yep. I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a really good route runner, and he's like one of the leaders in separation right now for wide receivers, which is well. The
Right.
crazy thing is though, number one, at least from the last thing I saw, is Matthew Golden. He's the leader in all receivers for
Wow.
separation right now.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I think
That's
once him and
crazy
Jordan Love
considering
start
the
getting some
difference.
chemistry going, he's going to
Yeah.
start going off.
Mm.
It's gonna be interesting.
Fair.
Let me get us into our hot takes for last week. I said Dak and Caleb will each have 3 touchdowns. I was wrong. Dak had 1. Caleb had 4 though.
4. Yeah,
That
Caleb
Cowboys
looked
defense
really good that
looks,
game.
Yeah, Cowboys defense looks awful. Caleb finally looked good. First game
Yeah.
ever in his NFL career not getting sacked.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Crazy. Dom said Lamar will have 4 touchdowns. He had 3. Lamar still looked really good.
Yeah.
We're not surprised. Schmeigs said the Rams beat the Eagles. That would have been right
That was very close.
if the kick hadn't been blocked.
Yeah.
And then he
we
said
were all
Bills,
really close.
Well, he said
Yeah.
Bills would beat Dolphins by 30, and that game was a lot closer
was-
on Thursday
That
night.
game was
That
close,
was my
yeah.
shoot. Yeah. Well, the Rams, I gotta say, that one was fun for me because it was like a win-win scenario. I either watch a division rival get knocked off, or I get to come strut my stuff on this podcast. So, I
you
was
go.
wrong, but I take those. The Rams
You
got
can-
an L. I love it.
You can always strut your stuff on the podcast, Schmeigs. Always.
Oh, I love you, buddy.
So, surprising performances. I was absolutely shocked that the Panthers beat the Falcons 30-0. Michael Penix looked awful. The
Yeah.
Panthers defense looked good.
It
It was so out of nowhere. The Colts still look good. The Colts look legit. The Colts
They
look
do look good.
legit, and it
They
makes
do.
me upset because I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
And we had some crazy injuries too. Najee Harris out for the year. James Conner out for the year. CeeDee
Yep.
Lamb out for a couple of weeks. JJ McCarthy out for a couple
Oh,
weeks. Even
yeah.
though that was last week.
Yeah.
Couple other guys. Colston Loveland has like a hip injury. 1 or 2 other injuries I'm forgetting about. It was a big injury week too, especially like season ending. We've lost 3 starting running backs: Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, and James Conner, gone for the season in the first 3
Yep.
weeks.
And and I gotta say, on the defensive side, what about Nick Bosa out for the year? I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, yes.
insane. I never.
Yeah.
I want the 49ers to suffer. I want them to lose. It's getting to a point where, like, and obviously I never root for injury, but it's getting to a point where I just feel bad. Like, I have
Yeah.
as much hatred in my heart for the 49ers as anyone. I feel terrible for them. They came out to a hot start 3-0, and I'm looking around, they've lost like all their starters to injury.
They have. Yep. 100%. Damn. Anyone else got any surprising? Yeah.
My shocking ones, I would say Isaiah Rodgers. Obviously, that's like the most shocking game of all time.
That
And
was
then,
crazy.
Yeah.
Another one for me would probably be Mac Jones coming out and winning. Was pretty shocking. He's played solid these past
Yeah.
2 weeks. But I have 2 stats for the season that are projections that are the most shocking ones to me of all. So let me start with this. So as of right now, Christian McCaffrey on pace for 997 rushing yards, right? Which obviously isn't very good. But receiving wise, he's on pace for 1,207 yards and 142 catches right now. 142 catches he's on pace for, which is nuts.
And that would put
Wow.
him at 2,100 total yards and 142 catches.
Yeah, but another shocking one. Chris Olave currently is on pace for 130 catches and 935 yards.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if
could
he
not
comes
stop-
that close to
Yeah.
breaking the single season receiving or reception record and he doesn't crack 1,000 yards? That would be
Yeah.
nuts.
I was thinking that. I was like, how in
Nuts.
the world? Damn.
Yeah, right now he's
Well,
getting 7 yards a catch right now, which is very prime Jarvis Landry type of stat line. It's wild. It's insane.
this weekend was funny because it was like the Seahawks got up and they were just letting him catch hitches all day. I mean, they must have thrown like 5 to 10 to him that I saw.
The Chiefs
I got,
got
on
Rattler was
that
looking good for the first 2 weeks. He didn't look good
Yeah.
this game, but the first 2 weeks he was kind of slinging it.
He looked all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something a little bit arrogant for a Seahawks fan. I think Aaron Rodgers was made to look really bad last week. I think Rattler was made to look bad this week. I think the Seahawks legitimately just have a top 10 defense.
I agree.
And-
Oh, yeah.
and
They have a
Rattler
good
made-
defense.
His touchdown throw was legitimate to me. He rolled out. He threw a beautiful rainbow to the corner. I remember watching it like, yeah, I don't blame you guys. That would look tough to defend. So I think Rattler looked pretty decent. But yeah, they just did not have the speed. It was a tough day for him overall. He was getting swarmed by the D line the whole time, and then the secondary was pretty quick out there.
Yep.
I know. I'll stop.
No, no, you're fine. I'm smiling because I just remembered something that we haven't talked about yet that I should have brought up earlier. Is I won our Chain Crew Fantasy League this week.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's go.
before I know I love it and I want you to keep that excitement, I'm gonna give my surprising players real quick. On that Mac Jones thing, when we're talking about going to the other side of the ball, surprising in a really sad way for me was Marvin Harrison Jr. Very much so cost them that game. That was a winnable game for the Cardinals.
Yep.
I wanted them to win the game, and he just kept dropping crucial pass after crucial pass.
Yeah, him and
Um,
Brian Thomas Jr. have like a serious case of the yips right now with dropping balls.
Yes.
They'll
it's
obviously
very-
get
it's very-
over it at some point. They just need to have a game where they build up their confidence with some catching and they'll be fine. But I mean, it happens sometimes, man. It happens. Like CeeDee Lamb week 1.
Yeah.
He had some crucial drops.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a winnable
It
game
was
for the
it was
Cowboys,
wild
too.
though. That was a wide open touchdown. And he just dropped it. It's crazy.
Well, while I'm talking about disappointing, surprising performances, I might have to extend this to the O-line as well. But Jordan Love and that Packers offense, I was shocked at how badly the Browns abused them. And then just
Browns D
grinded
is
their way out.
legit.
Yeah, for an 0-2 team, that's such a Browns thing to do. To everyone's
Absolutely.
talking about Packers like they're Super Bowl contenders, and they just go
Yep.
and give them a rough L.
Sure.
I was in Golden, Colorado. I ended up at this bar called Trailhead that served Cajun food and was packed completely with Packers fans. I'm not making any of this up. It was called Trailhead in Golden, Colorado, and it's just, they have the Packers game on every television, and it was a depressing scene. I was like, wow.
I wish
First
I was
off,
there.
I was a little bit. It was like, well, and it was Cajun food. I was like, what is? So that was a very interesting moment for me in football this weekend. The other on the higher end note, we already talked about it, so I won't go too well. Caleb Williams, I thought he looked every bit of the potential everyone's been saying he has.
Yep.
Good throw after good throw after good. It was incredible. So I wanted to throw him some flowers as well.
I think it's going to be short-lived. I think he faced bottom 3 defense in the league, and when he's under pressure, he is going to be poop. But I completely agree with you. But I hope it doesn't last.
And then
You're just mad because he
One-
looks better
one-
than your first round QB.
Shut
buddy.
up, get out of
He
here.
does. One last thing, I'm gonna eat humble pie a little bit because I'm gonna admit it for 3 weeks. Tyler Warren and Nick Millen look really good.
They
They
do.
look ready right
They
off
do.
the bat.
Yeah.
I think I was dead wrong with that. So
Yep.
they impressed me as well.
Yep.
Very fair. Very, very fair.
Let's go. Okay, I'm happy about all of that. And yes, so Sam won the first 2 weeks of the Chain Crew Podcast Fantasy League. I have won week 3, and it's been fun. We've had a couple crazy performances. Like Dom started, or Schmeeg started the Panthers defense, and they went absolutely off. And now
Did you see that?
And
Well,
I
did
drafted
you see I
Russell
would've-
Wilson and Daniel Jones, and my team was doing poop the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, but now But now I was just gonna say Russell Wilson has been benched for Jackson Dart.
Yep.
So you
I'm
better
gonna
not be
start him,
starting
too.
Russell.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
start.
it.
I'm gonna start Jackson Dart too.
You should.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
I
it's
don't
been-
have any faith in that offense.
I wanted to throw out too. I was in dead last this last week. I had negative 36 points from the Panthers defense. On my bench was the Cowboys defense at 15 points. It would have been a 51-point swing had I swapped those defenses, and I would have been in first. I would have had positive points in our league.
That's
I
tough.
love this
I
league.
just wanted to
I
point
love this
that out.
league.
I made every right decision, and then I made one horrifically wrong decision, and I just got sentenced to the Badlands or something. I don't know. I don't understand it.
It's so funny because after work today, I was going to the waiver wire and I was like, man, I hope the Cowboys defense is available, and they weren't, and I was so sad because their defense is so bad, dude.
They're awful. They're awful.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Luther Burden absolutely torched them. Oh my God. Same with Roman.
yeah, good for
Dunze.
him. Yeah,
Wild.
they're coming in. All right, let's
It's,
move on. If you guys are ready,
Trayvon Diggs.
We're
Yes.
gonna do another player for Elite or Not. If you've been with us for a while, our first Elite or Not person was Jalen Hurts. We had a good conversation about him. That was like our third or fourth episode, I think, or maybe earlier than that.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be debating Garrett Wilson, the Jets' starting wide receiver 1. Is he elite or not?
Yep.
I'll lead off. I'll lead off on this one. I'll
Thank
lead
you.
off on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Okay. I'm just gonna plain and simple no.
Wow.
There's like probably 5 or 6 receivers in the NFL that I would call actually elite. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Puka, Amon-Ra. And then obviously, I mean, 2 of those guys I would put at a tier above elite, which is JJ and Jamar, but I think those are all the elite receivers in the NFL right now. Like I don't think Malik Neighbors is quite there yet. There's an argument for sure that he would be elite. And I might be swayed if someone convinced me of it because I'm an LSU fan. But past that, I don't think there's that many elite receivers. Nico Collins
CeeDee
could
Lamb?
be up there. I said
CeeDee
CeeDee
Lamb?
Lamb.
You did? I don't think
Yeah.
you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yep.
bad.
Nico Collins, I think, could be up there as well, but we'll see how he does health-wise and how, CJ Stroud's protect this year. But I think Garrett Wilson will probably be in like the very good tier. I think he's a really, really good receiver. He's really good at route running. He's really good at catching the ball and high pointing it and everything. He's got a good catch radius, but I just don't think he's on the same level as those guys. But then again, we obviously haven't seen him with an elite QB. Like we saw him with washed Aaron Rodgers, and they had, some good moments together. But now he's with Justin Fields, and before that it was Zach Wilson. So like, it's
Ugh.
kind of tough. Granted, he has produced with each of those guys. I will
He
give him
has.
that much. So
Yes.
if he was with an elite QB who throws the ball a lot, like with Matthew Stafford or something, maybe we would be seeing him get like 1,500 yards, 1,400 yards.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I would say he would be in the really good tier, but not quite elite. And I rest my
don't have
case.
I was very nice. I don't have a ton to add to that besides I think he has the skill to produce as a wide receiver 1. He's just not in this situation. Like you said, he doesn't have Joe Burrow, he doesn't have Matthew Stafford, he doesn't have some guys that are constantly throwing the ball or always he's running, they don't run the ball a lot, they pass the ball a lot. He's the first read. Like he is just not in that prime spot to be a wide receiver 1 because of the organization and because of the quarterback. I think that if all the guys we listed, I think he is at the same level of skill and speed as a Puka Nacua, and maybe Jamar Chase, maybe Amon-Ra. Like I just think we've seen him make some amazing catches. I think he's great at route running. He is fast. He has breakaway speed. So I want to say he has the skill to do it, but the situation won't allow him to, which is something we kind of talked about a little bit with Jalen Hurts too, where like he might be able to, but they don't force him to throw the ball. He doesn't throw the ball a lot. I mean, this game against the Rams, they finally started to throw the ball, and Jalen Hurts looked pretty good. But we just see, like we were talking about last year, the Eagles had such a good run game. It was all Saquon. I think that with the Jets, like unless they get a different play caller or an elite quarterback, I just don't think Garrett Wilson's ever gonna be at that top tier, like you said. But he is still a very good wide receiver.
He needs like a gunslinger or just straight up an elite. You're a really good quarterback or something.
I
Like
want
if
to
he
get
had
traded to the
Jameis
Bucs.
Winston or something, Jameis Winston throwing him the rock,
I want Baker.
he might put up 1,500 yards, but
He might.
I don't see it with Justin Fields. We'll see as the season goes along. But
yeah, Schmeeks.
I think to Carter's point and to your point already about it's like with the quarterback situation there, he has had 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
When we're talking about elite, right? Another guy comes to mind who has had 3 different quarterbacks the last 3 years, or at least 2 different quarterbacks the previous 3 years. And that was Justin Jefferson. And it really didn't slow down him from being a top 5 receiver in the NFL. If anything, it elevated the play of the quarterbacks around him.
True.
I mean, Kirk Cousins, I'm hoping Sam Darnold can repeat it, but I'm not super confident. He's thrown 35 touchdowns to Smith and Jigba. So it's
I'm grabbing a water real quick.
it's kind
You
of-
guys can't keep talking.
You're kind of on that same level where you see a guy. You think obviously he's top. He might even be top 10 in the NFL, but it's hard to throw that elite word around. Even though if you're not sure that the situation might be the thing holding him back.
Yep. I like that you brought up Justin Jefferson, because you're right. I mean, it seems like hopefully there are some receivers or running backs that are quarterback proof. And I think it seems like Justin Jefferson has proven himself to do so. What I'm interested in, honestly, is if Jamar Chase can do the same thing. Like, is he quarterback proof? Like the Bengals offense looked horrible this week. Maybe they bounce back, but they got to play Denver this week too, which is a really good defense. I'm interested to see, like we've debated on this podcast, who is better, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, or really who even comes close to those two, because they are 1A and 1B. I'm interested to see if maybe that sways our argument towards one receiver or another. Is, can Jamar Chase still produce with Jake Browning this year? So
and Justin Jefferson,
He's played with Jake Browning before.
Yes, but he didn't win the
Yeah.
Triple Crown. I mean, I don't know if he had an insane season that year with Jake Browning. Jake Browning went 4-3, right? He played 7 games when Joe Burrow got hurt.
Yep.
But anyway, I think we all agree we like him, but he maybe is not elite yet for Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
I have to say I didn't draft him in any of my fantasy leagues this year, and I'm surprised. He's played really well. He's produced pretty dang good, at least for fantasy. I think he's top 10 right now, top 12, top 10. So shout out to him for that.
It's funny how good Tyrod Taylor looked for a guy who's been like reverted to back. Tyrod looked pretty poised this last weekend, but
Love it. You got your
Jake
water down?
Browning he played 7 games, or played 9 games, started 7 in 2023. And in 2023, Jamar Chase missed a game, but he still had 100 catches, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. So, I mean,
It's not bad.
he was still good. He missed a whole game, and he would have had like 1,300 or so yards. So,
Yeah.
not bad. I mean, obviously, JJ though produces with whoever he has. I am scared of him with JJ McCarthy though, because he's straight up hot butt. And I'm scared it's gonna ruin his record path that he's on. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, McCarthy's
Well,
going to have to
then-
get comfortable throwing the ball.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say the thing that like with JJ that I think he has that a lot of other receivers is that 50-50 balls to him feel more like 70-30. And to me, it's kind of like you kind of want to see JJ McCarthy just even in desperation moments, just be like, screw
Fuck
it,
it,
JJ's down
out
there
there
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just yeet it up.
You
at
need
him.
to do that. I mean, you
yes.
have to you have to believe he's one of the best receivers of all time. You have to be able to trust him like that. I mean, And Jake Browning's going to have to do the same with Jamar Chase. I mean, it's
Yep.
as simple as that. You just got to heave it up to those guys. When you have an elite receiver,
point.
throw it up. They're probably going to catch it, and you'll be fine.
I
And
agree.
if you don't, you were probably
Right.
going to throw a pick on that drive anyways because you're not good at QB.
Okay. All
That's-
right. Easy.
Did you
He'll
say
be
you were
fine.
going to grab a water and grab beer?
It's a liquid
it's
death.
A liquid
Liquid
death.
Yep.
Oh, I
Wow.
forgot that's the Killer Cola. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, it is. All right. Are you guys ready for some underrated players? Because I'm really excited for this.
Let's do it.
Yes, I am too. I
Let's-
got a good list.
I say we all give one. Let's just snake it. Maybe we each give
All right.
one, and then we'll go
Ooh.
back. Instead of 3-3-3, if you guys are down for that.
Okay.
My first name, you guys have already brought up. I have to go with Mac Jones. I am impressed. They beat the Saints week 2. It's not hard to beat the Saints right now, but to beat the Cardinals, and like we said, the 49ers are really hurt. They don't have George Kittle. They don't have Brandon Ayuk. He has thrown the ball a crap ton to CMC, which is a pretty easy job. But
Yep.
I'm impressed with Mac Jones. He actually got hurt in the middle of that Cardinals game, stayed in, toughed it out, made a couple good moves, couple good decisions. I got to give it to Mac Jones. He looks pretty decent. I thought the Cardinals looked really good. The Cardinals were 2-0, and I thought the Cardinals were going to beat the Niners, and he hung in there, and the Niners won that game. So I got to say, Mac Jones definitely on my underrated players list right now.
Okay. I like it. Schmeeks?
I'm gonna go with a guy who last night I think we forget about him a lot because he's such a team player. He just does a bunch of run blocking. It feels like the last 2 years there's all this panic. Oh, Mark Andrews is washed. Mark Andrews, and then he has a game where he shows you, oh wait, Mark Andrews is kind of that guy. Phenomenal run blocker, helps out that offense. As long as he's been there, it's been one of the best rushing offenses. You got to give credit to the tight end in an offense like that. Terrific inline. And oh yeah, when he goes up for the ball, he's going to take it over a cornerback's head. So, I think he's one of those guys where they don't always need him because they beat the Browns 41-13, and they're not hucking it up to Mark Andrews. They're just running it and he's blocking. And you forget that he's a really complete tight end.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
I'm going to go Quentin Johnson. He has been
Yeah.
absolutely balling this year.
Yes.
He has.
He's been dunked on as a bust and been made fun of for the past 2 years because
Yep.
he kept dropping the ball in important situations. But so far this year, he's literally on pace for 1,400 yards, which is an elite season from a wide receiver. He looks absolutely fantastic, and I really hope he keeps this up because it's very fun to watch. He's super tall, he's super fast. He literally gets open almost every single route he runs. He looks awesome this year, and I hope he keeps it up. That's my pick. Oh wait, I guess it's a
If
snake,
Herbert
so I go again, huh?
We could snake it, or you could let me go. I don't care.
We'll snake it. Fuck it.
Okay,
We'll snake
go
it.
ahead. Go
Why
ahead.
not?
If I could comment on that, Herbert is looking for him in the end zone.
Yeah.
I've been a Lad McConkey owner, and I've been a little disappointed at how much red zone. Herbert looks like he loves Quentin in the end zone, which is incredible to me.
Can't blame him. Can't blame him. My other one is going to be Ashton Genty, and that's because so many people are saying he's bad. He's been bad, and it's all the same people who in college were saying he's playing against bad teams, and that's the only reason he looks good and stuff. They're playing against solid run defenses, and on top of that, their O-line is atrocious. But anybody who actually
Yes.
watches the games, every time Ashton Genty gets the ball, he makes at least one person miss on the tackle. Eventually, he's going to start getting through the holes, and getting, huge runs and touchdowns and everything. We just got to see it happen. But if they get either that to happen or the run blocking to improve, he's going to have an awesome season. He looks so good if you just don't look at the box score.
Yes.
But yeah,
Completely agree. They need to CMC his ass, dude. Get him some screens. Get him a couple throws in the flat. Get him out in the open.
Yep.
Stop running him through the
I agree.
tackles.
I agree.
Anyway, good take. Shmeeks.
Yeah, I got a wide receiver going off your first pick, Dom. Jacoby Myers, who looked great with the Patriots, turned around, has looked great with the Raiders. I checked it out, 5 straight seasons over 800 yards. I Every
Wow.
time he has the ball in his hands, he seems to break a tackle and keep getting more yards. He plays the receiver position really tough, and I like that about him. And he has decent PFF run blocking grades too. So I'm going to throw that out. I think he's kind of a blue chip team player, and he has not been bad on the stat board either.
Hell yeah.
And I am going to go with the guy who's throwing him the ball, Geno Smith. I feel like we're seeing a Jameis Winston season out of Geno Smith. He's got I think he's got 3 or 4 interceptions. I think he's leading the NFL in interceptions, but he is second in passing yards. He's got 831 pass yards, and he seems like he is just slinging the rock all over the place. And I have him in our league. I have him in our worst first league. And some weeks he gets sacked a lot and throws a lot of picks. And some weeks he throws 3 touchdowns and 300 yards. But
True.
I think overall, he doesn't look bad. I mean, like we said, the Raiders' offensive line is
he's super accurate.
good.
That's his best quality.
Yes.
He's extremely accurate. I think he just, that game, last week or whatever.
Dude.
He just, some guys just have bad games. I think he got in his own head and he started, hearing footsteps and he just had a bad game. It's as simple as that.
So I'm surprised he's second in pass yards. I'm happy for him, but I'm pretty surprised by that.
I would say too on that Chargers game to me, and maybe I'm just biased because I love Geno. It looked to me like he was trying to do too much.
Yeah.
It looked to me like I'm going to put the game on my back and make this really ballsy throw through a bunch of traffic. And it just, Derwin James is not a guy to test with those ballsy throws. So that's how I felt with his 3 interception performance. Was he looked like a guy trying to put the team on his back, and he ended up throwing a lot of turnovers.
True.
Well, for my third guy, just a couple honorable mentions. We've already talked about Chris Olave and Tyler Warren. Chris Olave is the most targeted receiver in the NFL right now, and Tyler Warren has the most receiving yards by any tight end. So shout out to those guys.
Wow.
But my third person, trying to decide between 2. I'm going to go with Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants because he is 12th overall in receiving yards right now. And I know a lot of that came in the week 2 game against the Cowboys, but the Giants offense has looked hit and miss here and there, but I'm just surprised after 3 weeks that we have Wan'Dale Robinson at 12th in receiving yards in the NFL. That's not the 12th receiver. That is the 12th overall in receiving yards, Wan'Dale Robinson. So pretty surprised by that. Shout out to him.
Hell yeah.
He had a good week 1 and 2 for sure.
Go ahead.
My third is going to be the first defensive player off the board. It was a player that I loved because he went undrafted to Seattle. He is unfortunately with a rival now. Jason Kelce called him the most difficult player he had to block. At 5'11", 320 pounds, one of the best run stuffers in the league. A little tree stump in the middle of that Rams defense is Poona Ford. If you look him up, he has ridiculous run stuffing PFF grades. He was great on the Seahawks as a nose tackle. He's tiny and wide. And as Jason Kelce said, he's difficult because most guys that Jason Kelce was taller than, he had longer arms than. Most guys he was smaller than, he could at least get under him and get leverage. Poona has ridiculously long arms for 5'11". I forget his exact wingspan, but he's a run stuffer on that really good Rams defense. I liked him with the Seahawks, and I just want to give the guy a shout out because I think he plays pretty well.
Did you say 5'11", 320?
He is about our height. He is extremely small and stout. He's a tree stump. That is why if you watch the Rams, you will see him. It's like watching Kyler. It's noticeable. His height, and he does not get moved.
I can't imagine being my height and having 150 more pounds.
I can put 200 pounds inside of you if you want.
I love that Dom
That's hot.
were you checking those measurements, Dom?
Yeah, I wanted to see if he actually was 5'11", because I play Madden Ultimate Team all the time, obviously. I've never looked at his height, so it's funny as hell.
Is he 5'11"?
Yeah.
So's Kyler Murray. I remember seeing that.
My goat.
Wow. All
All
right.
right.
Dom.
I
Well,
thought Kyler was like 5'9" or 5'10".
Same.
He's
Oh,
an
gotcha.
itty bitty boy. My pick's gonna be Drake May. Okay.
Oh.
My pick is Drake May. Now,
Yeah.
let me list off some stats. You ready? He's fourth
Yeah.
in the NFL in completions. He's second in completion percentage, fifth in yards. He's tied for seventh in touchdowns, but like he's tied for third technically because a ton of people have 5 and a couple of people have 7. 9 in passer rating, number 4 in catchable throw rate, number 1 in total first downs, number 8 in EPA per play, and he's tied 13th in interceptions, and he is top 10 in PFF QB rating. So. He's been balling out. He's been balling out straight up.
He has. He's been running the ball well.
I think him and
better
Caleb Williams
decisions.
have been the two best from that draft so far this year for sure. But we'll see how things go in the future. But Drake May, as I've been saying since we drafted him, I think he's going to be an elite QB in the future, and he shows shades of that.
I don't want to forget about Bo Nix. We did talk about second-year quarterbacks.
I want to point out Bo Nix has the lowest PFF grade out of every QB in the NFL right now. So
Well, that's not good.
I don't watch enough Broncos to say for sure whether but that Chargers game, I think there were 3 missed touchdown throws on balls of they're like 30 plus yards.
Yes.
And it's hard to you need a quarterback who can, like Caleb did on that flea flicker, hit their guy downfield.
that was
I mean,
such
that
a
is
nice throw, dude. He didn't even step into
that was
that.
he evacuated it out of the area.
It was nasty.
I mean, that thing left. Yeah.
Hell of a
Okay,
throw.
we're glazing this man right now. All right, he looked fine.
cares,
He played
dude?
the Cowboys defense.
Okay, buddy, you were
It was
so
like
hyped about
60
JJ
carries.
McCarthy having 1 quarter of good football. I was wondering.
I know. You're
Um,
right.
But
was like
you're
just to
60
point out the
carries.
Bo Nix thing real quick, number
Yeah.
29 in PFF, Jake Browning, 30 is Joe Flacco, 31 Cam Ward, 32 JJ McCarthy, 33 Tua, 34 Michael Penix, 35 Aaron Rodgers, and 36 Bo Nix.
Wow, that's actually shocking. Jeez,
Yep.
that's awful.
So there were 4 non-starters ranked higher than him.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
Jane Daniels, by the way, we can't forget about Jane. He's hurt, but Jane Daniels is a second-year quarterback too. We got to watch and look
And
out for it to
Marcus
come back.
Mariota looked great.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Jane
That
Daniels
was
is
he
the
did.
product of a system. Caleb Williams and Drake May are better.
Oh, wow.
System QB.
Wow. Okay, we were just about to get into our hot takes, and you just dropped one. Jeez Louise.
Bang.
Okay. All right. Well, those are underrated players. I enjoyed those a lot. Even though you did a homer pick and took Drake.
I
freaking
gotta
May.
make an announcement before we get into the hot takes, though.
Do
Right.
it. Do it, Daddy.
Ready? Okay,
Oh.
boys. So, everybody listen up, okay? We're going to be expanding the podcast to 2 episodes per week, but we're going to be doing something fun with the alternate episode every single week. We're going to be reacting to funny posts or, entertaining posts, informative posts, anything like that on NFL subreddits, fantasy football subreddits, everything like that. I've compiled a huge list and a huge catalog of posts that I'm going to be reading for these two to react to, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So the next episode you guys see will be that, and we'll be alternating between those two every couple of days.
It's gonna be so good because usually I
Yes.
react ridiculously and Schmeegs will say some out of pocket shit. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be perfect with Dom reading and him trying to keep a straight face while Schmeegs and I just respond naturally. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be pure comedy.
It's gonna be a
I
good
hope.
time. I haven't told any of them the stories ahead of time, by the
Yeah,
way. I legit have like 20 of them written up. Some of
I'm
them
so
I straight up
excited.
just picked out because like the title is really funny and I'm excited to see the reactions, but it's going to be a good time. So hopefully hopefully everyone enjoys it and it's a good series going forward for us.
I like that sneak peek. All right, we're looking at week 4. If you guys are ready to make some hot takes here,
You want
we
to
got
share screen on the schedule?
Ooh, I think I can do that. Yes.
I'm looking at it too right now.
We have got
Beautiful. Hey,
Thursday
the
night.
site goes crazy. I'm not going to lie.
it's clean. It looks nice.
It is.
As you can see here, and for those who maybe not looking at the screen, I'll read these off. We got Seahawks Cardinals Thursday Night Football.
Could be a good
First
game.
international game, Vikings Steelers in Ireland. So Schmeeks and I are
7:30
teams.
a.m.
Yeah, I know. I will not be getting up that early for that game, but
I might out of boredom, but we'll see.
and then your team plays Sunday morning against the Panthers. So all of our teams are playing early this
Yep.
week.
Early slates.
But Eagles Bucks, I think will be a great game. Both those teams
Oh,
are
yeah.
3-0.
Yep, that should be a really, really good one.
Yeah, I think Seahawks Cardinals could be good. I feel like the Seahawks should win because of their defense.
Yep.
But we'll see. Saints Bills should be a blowout. Chargers
should blow
Giants,
out the Giants.
probably. Texans Titans, we'll see. Maybe Cam Ward surprises us. He's been looking decent. Maybe the Titans can upset the Texans. I don't know. Texans defense looks good.
Ravens Chiefs is a hell of a game because one of those teams is going to walk out of there 1-3, which is
Yes.
crazy.
Oh,
But-
absolutely
Right.
nuts.
There's a huge difference between the Ravens 1-3 and the Chiefs 1-3. The Chiefs have looked pretty bad in every single game. Like one thing I forgot to say at the beginning of this was I think that if the Giants had even a slightly above average QB, they probably win that game. Russell Wilson was awful
I
all
agree.
game long. It
Yep.
was terrible. And the Chiefs, I mean, just played really bad. So I think the Ravens probably win that one, but you really never know with Mahomes. So we'll see.
Yep. I like
Russell
I like
Wilson he
Go
did
ahead.
say it was a close game in the press conference post game. Just want to throw that out.
Ooh. I like both of these
Colts,
afternoon
Rams will be
games a
good.
lot. Yep, and I think Jags Niners could be good too.
That could be good, yeah.
As a Homer Seahawk, I'm looking at both of those banged up 49ers versus the Jaguars, a screaming Colts team, and I'm like,
You're
take 'em.
hoping they
I'm
lose.
hoping-
Yeah.
Bears
Yeah,
Raiders could actually
especially-
be a decent game. I fully expect the Packers to bounce back though this week and shit
Yes.
on the Cowboys. Honestly,
Absolutely. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
this game
especially
this
without
could be
CD.
this
Oh.
could be a 21-point win for the Packers, maybe more.
Yeah, agreed.
Micah
Um,
Parsons' revenge game.
I think Micah Parsons has a nasty game against. I think he gets like multiple sacks.
I think
Oh, yeah.
my hot and then we have two Monday night games. Jets,
Ooh,
Dolphins,
I didn't know
Bengals,
that, actually.
Broncos.
That's a late.
Yeah. I think my hot take is going to be for this game here. I think this could be a pretty high scoring game. I feel like Bryce Young's looking better. I think Drake May's looking better. I could see both quarterbacks having a rushing and passing touchdown this game. That's my hot take.
That's every Drake May game.
I like
But
I
Bryce
can
Young
agree
too.
with that. If Christian Gonzalez doesn't play this game, it probably will end up being high scoring because he's
Yeah.
he's the entire secondary. He's incredible. And they've looked horrendous without him. So I could definitely see that if he doesn't
Mm.
play. My pick, I think the Buccaneers beat the Eagles. I think that's going to be my pick here.
Really?
Baker Mayfield has 3 weeks in a row of game-winning drives. It's absolutely electric.
He does.
And I want to see another one here. They have a 37% chance to win. I got to go against it here. I'm going Bucks.
Okay.
I really am. I think
All
that would
right.
be very entertaining to
That's-
see the
that's a-
Bucks in first place in the NFC. Ooh, that'd be sick.
I like it. All right. I was
I
kind of
got-
thinking the same, but I feel like the Eagles have still looked really good, especially on
Oh,
offense.
100%, yeah.
Schmeeks?
I got the Browns Lions game. I don't think the Browns going to win this, but I'm going to say under 34 points for the total game. This Browns team held Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase to 17, just turned around and held the Packers to 13. I'm not saying they're a fun team to watch, but I think it's about time to recognize that the Browns defense is pretty real. And I think that the Lions are going to struggle a little bit offensively. Will it matter? Probably not, because I don't trust Flacco to lead anything against them. And I don't think Judkins is going to be able to plunge in for one touchdown and tie it up like he did last time. But I like under 34 points for this game. And then for a second hot take, the Jets Dolphins game, I like that for over 40. I think these teams are both going to be so bad it will be fun football to watch. I think that is my second hot take.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say one thing. That Bengals Broncos game does not sound fun at all. That just sounds like one of
No.
those games I would only
No.
want to watch if it was like June 5th and I'm bored out of my mind without football. Like that. Those are the type of games I'm praying for in the middle of the summer.
That's kind of how I feel about this Commanders Falcons game. Like if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I neither of these teams super duper excite me right now. So
No thanks.
yeah, we'll see. All right, well, fair enough. I don't hate any of our hot takes here. And I want to see Genty ball out. The Bears defense has looked okay, but I really hope this is Genty's breakout game.
I want to see him rush for like 150. That would be awesome.
Ooh,
absolutely. I would love that so much. Big like beast quake run would be so sick. We'll see.
All right. I love you, boys. This has been fun. This has been great. I have to say that I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited for our little alternate series we'll be doing on the side.
Yeah.
And shout out to you guys that have been listening and commenting and giving us love. Check out our Instagram. It's the Chain Crew Pod. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. We just want to get more people involved and having fun with us. So we appreciate you. We love you. And Skol Vikes.
Oh, it was going so well.
It was. It really was.